What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. A surprising question has been coming through quite often in the comments, one that many people probably know the answer to, but it actually shows that there are a ton of new players coming into this game every single day. I'm getting more and more questions from people about new player mechanics inside of the game, which is actually quite refreshing to me, showing that Diablo Immortal is continuously growing and bringing in a new audience. So the question that I've been getting this past week, I think I got 5 or 6 people asking the same question about cosmetics, and if they change classes, will they lose their cosmetics, about is the cosmetic available on all classes or only some classes. So today inside of the video, I want to go and put this video together for all of you that have this type of a question. If you are someone that is a veteran player, throw some support in the video by throwing a thumbs up on it. Maybe put it on the background so it doesn't get killed by YouTube. And let's move on with this. All right, cosmetics inside of the game. We have many different kinds. Let's start off with, I think, the easiest one to discuss, the one that most people participate in, and these are the Battle Pass cosmetics. Every single month, you have the ability to unlock for $5, for the $5 Battle Pass version, a cosmetic for your class. This includes a weapon. As you can see, for this month, it's the Iron Gambit weapon. This is my Crusader. That is that shield, and that is that weapon. You unlock the weapon, and after you get through the 40 stages, which is actually quite easy for people that spend a good amount of time inside of the game, you unlock the whole full cosmetic, which is all of the gear as well. A lot of these have helmets that can be removed if you like. I typically like the helmets on. Now, something that is very important here is this is only available on the class in which you claim the cosmetic. So for me, I claimed the weapon on my Crusader. And I will be a Crusader at the end of the month, so I will also claim this cosmetic, the entire armor, as well on the Crusader. This will only be available on my Crusader. It is bound to my Crusader class. Now, to answer your question, if I happen to switch to a Barbarian or a Wizard, this cosmetic will not be on that class. But then if I decide to come back to the Crusader, it will still be on my Crusader. Your money spent on those cosmetics is not lost. So that concern really isn't a concern. What I try to do is I try to claim at the beginning of the month with the new Battle Pass, the weapon and the armor at the end of the month on the same class. Sometimes for me, it doesn't happen. Sometimes I'll be playing as a Necromancer and I'll claim the weapon. So I have that weapon, that cosmetic available on my Necro, but then at the end of the month, I've switched to the Crusader and I have the armor there and I don't have the full set. This is not optimal. Obviously, you want the weapons to go with the armor, but sometimes I just wasn't about trying to make that happen, so I just said, whatever, it's okay. These are the $5 cosmetics. Now, if you were to go and you were to upgrade your Battle Pass, let's go over to the shop to show you this one actually. If you upgrade your Battle Pass to the $15 per month Battle Pass, keep in mind, I have never done this, not once. I would then also get, including the armor and the weapon, I get it over here as well, I would also get a frame for around my icon. I would get plus, I think it's 14 levels if I wouldn't have done this, 14 levels on the Battle Pass, and I get a cosmetic right here, which is essentially a portal, which you can see right here, a portal that goes with the cosmetic as a whole. This is an additional $10, but you also have the ability to get these Battle Archive coins, and this is why I bring this up. Battle Archive coins allow you to buy things in the shop. These are all the rewards you can get and things that you could buy with these coins from the shop right now. All right, a lot of other cosmetics. So let's take a look right now. Can I get into the shop? Let's go to get more. Empowered Battle Pass. I'm trying to see how I can get into this. And oh, here we go. Go to the Battle Archive shop. As you progress through your battle pass, you'll unlock these tokens, or at least have the ability to. As you can see, at stage 1, you'll get 100 of these tokens. I did not. It's locked because I only bought the $5 battle pass. But if I were to want to get the $15, I would get a whole bunch of these along the bottom tier. As you can see, when we go to the archive shop, we can get any of these cosmetics that we want that are available, and we could get them on different character classes. So for me, I have the fresh meat armor on my barbarian. If I wanted this on my crusader, I could spend it and get it put on that class that I want it to go on. So that's a way that you can get the battle pass cosmetics on multiple classes. Do I think it's optimal? No, I really don't. I don't think it's the best money spent. I think you're better off claiming it on the class you want to claim it on and have that cosmetic. Now, there are also other ways to get cosmetics inside of the game. Let's take a look at my cosmetics right here. When we go over to cosmetics, you'll notice I have a bunch. This one actually here was gifted to me, which was really awesome. Thanks again for that. It was really cool to have that gifted by the community. But when you go on over here, you'll notice I have a bunch of cosmetics. Here's another battle pass cosmetic. This one here, another battle pass cosmetic there. We have this one, which is from the battle pass, most of which are from the battle pass. But if you check out this one right here, check out this cosmetic. It's the Winged Darkness. And if we want to take a closer look, you could look at it right here. Really good looking cosmetic, if you ask me. And when you take a look at it, and we click on it again, it says purchased on class Wizard, Barbarian, Monk, Demon Hunter, Crusader, and Necromancer. This means that this cosmetic is available on all of my classes, except for the Blood Knight. And it's going to be except for the new class that's incoming, because this cosmetic came out before those classes were dropped. This was a reward for either pre-registering or for registering for Diablo 4. I don't recall. I got the cosmetic for free, and it came with the weapons as well. These are a bunch of cosmetics that I do not have unlocked on this class. I don't have these cosmetics here. I never unlocked them here. I just don't have them. Now, this also comes with weapons. Same thing. Weapons that are available from all different classes too. Really cool stuff. And you also have different portals that could be available that you've unlocked along the way for doing different things. Now, when you have events, when you have a new game coming out and they want to do some pre-registration reward for you, you can get those for free. It's not a common thing. Diablo 2 Resurrected I got a cosmetic for, which was cross-class, and Diablo 4. But check out this cosmetic. This is the Reigning Harmony Armor, which goes along with this weapon right here. If I equip this, boom, there we go. This is a very special cosmetic. I got this from the Phantom Market. The Phantom Market is a way for you to essentially gamble your way to the full cosmetic. If, and most people do this, if you decide that you want this cosmetic, the odds of you getting it are so slim that you're going to have to do the maximum amount of rolls to get it, which has a price tag of $170. It is not cheap. It is not. Blizzard actually gifted me this and one of the other ones, which I'll show you in a minute. So I did not have to spend that. Thank you very much, Blizzard, for that. But this comes with much more than just the cosmetic, and it's available on all classes. Wizard, Barbarian, Monk, Demon Hunter, Crusader, Necromancer, and the Blood Knight. But check it out. You also can change the color of the hair. It has different effects that it has when it's doing its attacks. So it's very special, does a lot more than just a regular cosmetic would do. It has all of these different kill screens that come up as well when you get kills. It has the idle effect, which will go around you if you happen to just be standing still. And it has a run effect, which is a trailing little flame that goes behind you. Nice little touches that you have here. You also could take off the headpiece and go with your normal cosmetic look. But of course, I like going with it like this. There was another Phantom Market cosmetic, which was this one right here, which I'll equip. And here I will equip the weapon that went with it. These, I actually claimed this one on my Barbarian. But, as I mentioned, it is cross-class. Wizard, Barbarian, Monk, Demon Hunter, Crusader, Necromancer, and Blood Knight. Available on all classes. And I didn't mention this, but they also come with a portal that is also available on all classes. This is the portal that came with the one I just showed you previously as well. But it's not only that you get. So let's equip this one back up here. You also get a lot more from that Phantom Market. from that, I also picked up a couple of other cosmetics, which were actually bound to, I believe it was my necromancer at the time. So even though I got 2 different cosmetics and 2 different cosmetic weapons and another portal, those cosmetics were bound to another class. This is one of them right here. It says that I have it on my necromancer, as you could see. That cosmetic is on my necro. Even though it was part of the Phantom Market, only the main cosmetic, the end game cosmetic, was the one that was actually available on all classes. The ones that were part of this, the Howling Terror, were not. Let's see if I have any of the Howling Terror items over here that we could take a look at. If I even remember what they look like. Is this one of them? No, that's not. Maybe this? Nope. There are so many cosmetics at this point in the game. I honestly don't. Maybe it's this one. This is it right here. The Howling Terror. This cosmetic was part of the Phantom Market, but I claimed it on my necromancer. So this cosmetic, as well as this cosmetic, which is essentially the same thing, just with a different color, is not available on the Crusader, as you could see, purchased on class necromancer. If I go back to my necromancer, well, then I will be able to use that cosmetic if I want to. So they are bound cosmetics. But I want to go even further, because maybe you don't want to buy a $170 cosmetic. I don't blame you. I actually think they're really cool. Amazing looking cosmetics. I mean, these things just look really epic. But they're expensive. And maybe you don't want to spend that much money. Maybe you don't even want to spend the $5 that it costs for the Battle Pass. Maybe you want to be absolutely free to play and not even buy these ones. Although the Battle Pass, in my opinion, the best buy inside of the game. All the rewards you get throughout all the stages are incredible. They keep your progression up, and it's just a lot of fun to get them. I would always recommend a $5 Battle Pass to anyone that watches if they want to spend. But if you don't want to spend it all, there's other ways you can alter your look. One of those is at the barber. If we take a look at the map right here, the barber in Westmarch is right here. Notice we are at the barber. It's right near the blacksmith. And at the barber, you could change the look of your character. Now, this is not the same as changing your cosmetic. And why did I just get a black screen? There we go, finally coming in. I could change the look of my Crusader if I want to. I could customize it myself. I could change gender of it as well if I want to. So if you get tired of the way that you're looking inside of the game, you could change some things up. You can even get a preview of all your gear that you're using, and you could take a look at what some things will look like, which gives you some ideas of what you could look like as the Crusader or as any class that you're playing without actually having to buy cosmetics to do so. Now, for me, continue. I'm happy with how my Crusader looks, so I don't need to change how anything looks there for me. But there is another way that we could still change the way that we looked. And this does seem to be a little bit wonky. It's not something that I use right now, but some people do. And that's transmog. What you could do right here is you could use the items, the actual pieces of gear that you unlock, that you find, the essences, and you could wear those items. And you could have them be part of whatever build you're putting together, but not only how they work, but also how they look on your character. You could do this with any of the transmog options. This is what the actual weapons look like inside of the game, and then you can make it so that that is the look you go with. Here are some pant options that we have right here as well. And this would just change how you look altogether using the transmog feature. It takes some playing with to get used to, but it's an absolutely free way for you to change your look inside of the game without buying cosmetics. And then if you want to equip that style, you would come over to your bag, you'd go to cosmetics, you'd go to your class, and then you'd go to just like the general look for your class. Right here, this is my Crusader with his normal gear on. I don't use transmog. Those are the shoulders I've picked up. Those are the boots, the pants, the chest piece, the head piece. But because I wear cosmetics, you don't really ever see that. The weapons I'm wearing are still my cosmetic weapons that I have equipped. I could take them off as well if I want to, so you can get a better look. So I think the biggest point here for everyone that was asking the question about cosmetics is, if you spend the money on them, they're not gone. Don't be scared to class change. Changing class inside of Diablo Immortal is an amazing feature that I absolutely love, and I think is a great feature inside of the game, because when I'm sick of Crusader, I'm going to switch over and be a wizard. something completely different and get a nice whole vibe with that class. Because all of my gear switches over too. My gems go with me. Everything switches and I lose nothing. There is no negative aspect of switching classes unless if you have gems specific to a certain class, which is really only necro related stuff. So for the most part, or range related things, but the gems that I currently use are general. They could be used on most classes, so I don't worry about it, and I do that on purpose. But for cosmetics, if you buy it in the battle pass, whatever you claim it on, that's where you have it. Even if you class change, when you come back, it's there. If you buy a cosmetic like a Phantom Market one, like we're looking at right here, this will be available on all of your classes. Now, when the brand new class comes out, we have a new class coming to the game in a couple of weeks. We don't really even know when yet. I'm not sure that these cosmetics are going to be available on that new class. Not sure, because in the past, they haven't rebuilt cosmetics for new classes that came. They haven't rebuilt old cosmetics for new classes. They only started building the new cosmetics. It would be very great if at least the Phantom Market cosmetics would be available on the new class, just because of the price tag on them. $170 for a cosmetic. It would be great if we could wear it on the new class as well, for those of us that have spent that much money. Again, I had them gifted to me, but having people that spent that money, it would be great if they could have the new Tempest class, is my guess, as a Tempest class in the cosmetic that someone had spent that much money on. Hope this gave you a good look and a good explanation and took away the fear of all of you worried about your cosmetics. And for those of you that stuck around until the end of the video, give me a hashtag, made it in the comment section below. And if you're an OG and you knew all this about Diablo Immortal already, very beginner related stuff, I appreciate you watching until the end. And hey, it's a really good thing that these questions are coming through, because it's showing that Diablo Immortal is growing, that new players are coming every single day, and that this game is going to be strong and live on for years. And that all of you are going to subscribe and come back to my videos every day.